This work originally is made of, from a collage, a photographic collage. The characters are all fabricated on a kind of sort of storytelling narrative of an end of a world. The title of it in Arabic means the world in a box, Sandouk el Dounia, which was in the beginning of the 20th century still a way of telling stories to children in Cairo in the streets. Kind of Pandora box, you know, one of these street theater, ambulance street theaters. And all the characters are inspired by video games characters, mangas, TV series characters, everything that comes out of a screen, really. And the idea was to kind of create a sort of contemporary archetypes of the life of a woman and the cycle of the life of a woman. So each character is actually the same, is part of the same character ultimately. So it's kind of a schizophrenic assemblage of different stages of one's life. And it's built in a way, in the same way that video games are built, and like kind of in a platform. So you have to move from one platform to another, and so you start winning the game that you're playing. So I played with that idea by using snakes and ladders with the combinations of these manga characters coming from new this sort of contemporary heroes. And in the center you have one large character which is actually played out by my grandmother. And she represents the sort of the golden age, the ultimate last part of one's life, and the kind of stage where you start looking at everything around you and think, oh, it doesn't matter, at the end of the day, it all, kullu biaddi, we say in Arabic, everything goes and it's fine. And she's also inspired by, I mean, the whole composition of the work is inspired from Hinduist imageries, and especially from Mahakali, the goddess of destruction, which is always putting her tongue out and kills her husband and has snakes and heads everywhere, and in a way she represents the end of a period, but she also represents the end of a period in order to give way for the beginning of a new one. So she's also known as the goddess of fertility. And so my grandmother pulls her tongue out as in kind of reference to Mahakali. So each of these characters represents a sort of age of a woman. And they all interact with each other sort of in a conflict of, in that conflict of evolution, in a sense.